everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to mix colors to make some muted tones. So let's do it. Okay, so to start, I'm just going to go through my materials. I have my B watercolor paper today. I have my Winsor Cotman watercolors. I have my Princeton snap brush in a size 12, and I have my paper towel and water, and we're ready to go. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to mix colors to create nice muted tones. Now I find muted colors are really nice to use, especially in the fall. If you look around in nature, the colors become more muted with things starting to die, but before they turn completely brown, you know, they have those really nice muted tones. So I'm going to show you a simple way to achieve these colors by mixing complementary colors. So if you don't know what those are, here is my color wheel, and complementary colors or contrasting colors are the colors that sit exactly across from each other on a color wheel. So here you have red and green, blue and orange, purple and yellow. So when you mix equal parts of complementary or contrasting colors, you will achieve a tone of brown. So in this, we don't want to actually get that brown color. We want to get a green, but a slightly muted green. And to achieve that, you're going to add a bit of red. So I'm going to show you. So first, let's start with red and green. So I'm just going to show you first what a swatch of cadmium red deep looks like. Okay, so it's nice and bright. And I'm just going to put some in my palette over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a little bit of my green. So I'm going to be using Hooker's Green Dark, but you can really mix any green. And you're going to mix it with that red. And it immediately tones down that brightness. And you can get a nice kind of rusty brick red just by adding a bit of that green. Okay? Now the same for green. So I'm going to give you a swatch of my green. This is Hooker's Green Dark. And I'm just going to put some in my palette right here. And then by adding just a little bit of that red, we can achieve kind of like an olive green. Okay? Or like a hunter green almost. It just tones down that brightness in that green. Okay? Now you can do this with other tones of red and green too. I'll just show you with some sap green, just because I really like mixing this one. So here's sap green on its own. And I'm gonna just put it in my palette over here. And I actually like mixing cadmium orange with it, but let's just say we're gonna use cadmium red. Now that's too much cadmium red, so I'm getting a tone of brown here. It's more on the orangey side, so I'm gonna add a bit more green. And you get that kind of like olive green, which I love, especially in fall florals, okay? And you can add different levels, so you can make it even more green if you like. Like it doesn't have to be, like it can be more on the green side. It just depends on how much of that color you're adding. Okay, so the next couple of contrasting colors are blue and orange. So I'm gonna grab some orange here. This is cadmium orange. And here is it on its own, and it's really, really bright. It's a beautiful orange. And I'm going to tone it down to get kind of that rusty orange. So the opposite color of orange is blue. So I'm just going to grab some turquoise here. And that's a bit too much turquoise, and it kind of turns a bit green. So I'm just going to add a bit more orange. And it just darkens that orange to make a rusty color of orange, which I really like. That's a really nice fall color. Okay. And then the same with the blue. And I really like the color that the blue makes, so I'm gonna show you. Oh, I forgot to put down my original blue. So there's the mixed blue. Let me put down some turquoise. See how much that changes? And that kind of almost turns it into a turquoise. And depending on, again, what shade of blue you're using. So here's, I think this is ultramarine blue, which is more on the purple side. So turquoise is a cooler color. It leans more towards green, and ultramarine leans more towards purple. So this is a warmer blue. I'm just gonna put some here. So let's see what happens when we add a bit of that cadmium orange to this blue. Too much orange. I love this color blue. It's like a dusty blue. It's really beautiful. And that's a really nice fall color too. I feel like that's a bit more summery. This is a bit more fall. It's darker, it's dusty. And again, just by adding, you can turn it gray. This is how you can also get shades of gray too. Or you can add a bit more blue. Might make more of a blue gray. But I love doing this. This is so much fun to just mix colors. Okay, so our last and final combination are purple and yellow. So I'm gonna grab some cadmium yellow here. It's nice and bright. I'll throw some in my palette, like that. And I'm gonna grab a little bit of purple. Again, I have 2 shades of purple, so it will turn out differently. I'm gonna grab a bit of maybe mauve, just to see. And it almost kind of turns it orange, which is really nice too. But it's not a really, really bright orange if you were to mix yellow and red. It's a muted orange, okay? Let's just see, just for fun, what it would be like if I added dioxazine purple, which is a darker purple. So there's my yellow. I'm gonna grab some of this purple. And it's actually pretty similar. Yep, it's pretty similar. So it kind of does the same thing. So let's move on to our purple. Maybe it'll show up better with this. Okay, so here's our mauve, which I believe is more of a warmer tone. You can see it kind of leans more towards red, like a pink and a red. Oops, forgot to add some here. I'm gonna take some yellow, and it makes a really nice rose color, like a dusty rose, right? And again, you can add a bit more yellow if you need to. Let's see what the dioxazine purple is like. Throw it down here. Grab some yellow. And there's a muted purple. You can add a bit more purple if you like, or a bit more yellow. And again, like I said, just by adding different levels of each color, you can get like at least 3 or 4 other tones, okay? Let's see. Just for fun. Like, look, I just mixed the yellow and purple, like both purples there, and I have this like really pretty kind of peachy pink. It's crazy. So just play around with your colors and try and do a set of muted tones. Here's an example of a painting I did a little while ago with some muted colors. You can see this like purple hydrangea. I added some yellow, so it really muted it down. Same with the pink, it's not as vibrant. And then you even get, like, if you add them more closer together, you can get these really beautiful shades of brown, right? Brown's not a bad color. Brown can be gorgeous in your paintings. So especially if you don't have brown as a color in your palette, you can make different shades of brown by just mixing those complementary colors. And really all you need are primary colors to make secondary colors, and then you have your complementary colors, okay? So give it a try. And let me know in the comments below how you found this exercise. Thanks for watching.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really hope you liked it and I hope you learned something. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and stop eating the markers. And follow me on Instagram for more. Have a great day, guys. Bye.